As I have mentioned in some of my other videos, I haven't eaten meat for the best part of 18 years since I was in my mid-teens and resolved to give it up for a variety of reasons. But you know what, honestly, after all of that time, even thinking about meat, let alone smelling it or seeing a well-prepared beef burger, makes my mouth water still. On some level I crave to eat meat. And fortunately for me, some people who have brains much larger than my own are working on how to grow meat in labs, to grow meat without requiring a living animal that needs to be painfully executed on my behalf, in order that we can have more environmentally friendly and more ethical meat to consume. This does raise an interesting possibility, however, of cultivating lab-grown human meat that humans will be able to safely and ethically consume for food and for enjoyment. I reckon by 2040 you will be able to go into your McDonald's and choose between a Trump rump and a Scarlett Johansson burger. It's a fun idea, isn't it, that we'll have particular celebrities sell samples to these scientists who will be able to cultivate a full range of meats based on their flesh for us to consume. Well, call me fucked up, and maybe I am, but I'm actually quite looking forward to trying human flesh. Perhaps even more than animal flesh. I'm quite curious. And actually, if you think about it, we all do have a built-in capacity for eating human flesh, for cannibalism. It's a built-in survival mechanism that when we start to starve to death and get hungry enough, all of a sudden that neighbour starts to look pretty tasty. And as a result of this, I read once that the human body has a built-in capacity to really efficiently process human meat more than any other meat. In a way, it's probably the meat that our ancestors have been most consistently eating over the millennia. It's not like they had pigs a million years ago. They had wild boar, which have been domesticated into the pigs that we have today. So in a way, we've been eating human meat for longer than most of the other types of meat that we actually consume today. Our bodies are potentially more prepared to eat our lab-grown ethical human flesh or otherwise than any other type of meat, and potentially it is therefore really good for us and really healthy somehow. In any case, I bet you that it is incredibly tasty. Oh, even that, the thought of a human meat burger makes my mouth water. And this is, again, 18 years vegetarian here. I'm not a saint, I'm not a vegan for God's sake, but I'm vegetarian. Respect to those who are vegan, but I'm not one of them. But yeah, I call it. By latest 2050, we will be able to go and buy some lab-grown human flesh and engage in ethical cannibalism. And I suppose it's reasonable to think that we're going to have the usual religious loons waving signs and talking about the sanctity of life and how scientists have gone too far. We can expect all of that as well. So, hello people of the future. I was the first, at least that I'm aware of, to call and predict these inevitable events. Yes, hello there. Yes, I hope you're well. Sorry for basically destroying the planet and killing all of the fish in the ocean. I hear we're at 50% and no one seems to be slowing down with the super trawlers and the fish consumption. So sorry about that. I did do my bit to some extent. I have flown a lot though, so sorry about my role in destroying the planet to future people. But I hope that you are enjoying your ethical human burgers in any case as you overlook the desolate wasteland of the planet that we have left for you. Peace be with you. Thank you for listening.